1990's Blood Salvage. Summary for this film: twisted tale about a crazy preaching redneck named Jake who kidnaps people off the highway and performs sick medical experiments on them. He then proceeds to sell their organs on the black market to Mr. Stone. Everything is fine until he kidnaps the handicapped April and finds that she is harder to control than the others. Directed by Tucker Johnston, written by Tucker Johnston and Ken Sanders.
Tagline: If Jake can't fix it, it's been dead too long. Distributed by Magnum Entertainment, and at least that I know, like I'm sure there's some bootleg stuff. This don't have DVD or Blu-ray release.
Yeah, it was. I watched this on.
Unless I've overlooked it.
I watched this on YouTube. I think. I'm not sure.
It's on Prime, so if anybody wants to check it out, it's on there.
Cast highlights for this film: you got John Saxon, who you'll know from Nightmare on Elm Street, Black Christmas.
Oh, ton of stuff.
Ray Walston, who you might remember from Popeye, or Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Popcorn, and Evander Holyfield is in this film. He's
as himself.
He's actually a producer on this film.
No, he's not.
He's got a credit. I can't assume that this car with the spikes on the front, because there's this car, this dude rams this car into people and wrecks them. It has huge spikes on the front. That cannot be street legal, but the police officer that stops him from messing with someone's RV or something doesn't seem to fucking care about it at all. But that's definitely a problem.
Don't mess with anyone's RV.
The Evander Holyfield, the scene he's in, it's $500. You could win $500 if you last 3 rounds with Evander Holyfield. Would you give that a whirl?
Was it 3 rounds?
Was it? What was it?
I think it was even that.
How long was
anyway,
it?
For $500?
Yeah. You'd fuck, yeah.
No.
There's no way.
I would go in the ring, but I'm not sure what that dollar amount is. It's up there.
This fucking kid in this movie is one of those goddamn kids that when he get you in fucking trouble. This kid just gets into shit. He gets out. Who does this?
He's the cause of everything.
He gets into everything. He's in there fucking getting in their buildings.
He's the cause for everything.
Everything
that comes to him.
That being said, the parents don't give a fuck. John Saxon is his dad. Doesn't give a fuck. They're sitting in the RV. This kid is running amok. They just let him go. I thought this was a pretty original concept. I don't think they're directly ripping anything off necessarily. Have you seen this before?
Yeah.
Like a body farm with a religious kind of dude?
I'm not saying there's not anything original about it, but there's more that's not.
Yeah. Oh, well, what did you think? What did it remind you of?
Well, I think. Well, again, this movie, except for this movie, has a goofier side of it, but it has like a goofy Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, definitely.
Mixed with Hills Have Eyes.
Okay.
Mixed with Tourist Trap.
Okay.
Like, there's so many nods to different movies in this. At what point is it just a nod or is it a ripoff?
Right.
But it's also a kind of a spoof.
Yeah.
It's a horror comedy kind of spoofy.
Yeah, there's definitely
sense. So I guess if you're doing it that way, you can steal or whatever. You can get from other movies, but.
Yeah,
specifically, might be some original.
The characters did remind me of other people. There's this guy, this big dude named Roy, he reminds me of Frankie McDonald. Do you know who Frankie McDonald is? He's on YouTube.
No.
Okay, well I'm gonna play a clip of that right here, and then everybody will know.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna do a video about the guy eating 50 hot dogs at once. I'm cooking hot dogs on the barbecue now. Here's some ketchup and mustard and relish and onions. Here's the guy go. My stomach is upset.
But he acts just like him. Hey, I would say he's the kind of character I wouldn't think that he would be a real thing unless I had seen Frankie McDonald. The other guy reminds me of DJ Qualls. Do you know who that is? All right, well, I'll put a picture of him up, I guess.
Yeah, put him up there.
It's really odd how much focus they put on this handicapped girl, and they kind of just forget about the rest of the family. Like, I'm wondering what happened to the boy, because the last thing you see from him is they take his spinal fluid out, and then you don't ever see him again. And then they completely misuse John Saxon. Where's he at? He should have saved the day. He got his ass captured back again. It was fucking stupid. Did you see that they had Elvis captured at one point at the end?
Who?
They pan across as either Elvis or an Elvis impersonator. He's got sunglasses on, and he goes.
See it. I heard a guy make that noise, but I didn't notice he looked like Elvis.
He did like an Elvis groan. Even though there really aren't any effects or gore or big showy kills, I enjoyed this movie for whatever reason. I thought it was a fairly original concept. But I gave it a 6 out of 10. I enjoyed the two brothers, and I thought they misused John Saxon, of course. We got some people commenting up there. What's going on?
I don't know. I've never done.
We're live.
Before.
We're doing the live thing.
Oh, it just says Gary and Ray's watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. We're doing a live video. Are we sideways? That's what I want to know. Anyways,
tell us.
Tell us.
Sideways?
Are we Oh, they went away. He scared away. Oh, shit.
Click out here before they see what we're watching, or else we gotta stay for the whole thing. You don't have to stay for the whole thing. Jump in, say what's up, leave. All right, guys, I ain't got time for this.
You got a review.
I'm gonna leave. All right.
Blood Salvage.
Yeah, so it's very much a comedy. It's campy, it's silly. I can't believe you say it's original, because everything, like, I just mentioned like 3 movies, but there's so many different things that kind of reference other movies. Few good kills, few good scenes. It seemed to like get serious at times. Like, it seemed all of a sudden it would take itself serious for 5 minutes, and then it would start doing some silly crap again. Unfortunately, on both of those fronts, it kind of messed with me. And I kept getting distracted. It could have been my fault, but I don't know. It just didn't hold my attention. Like, I was getting easily distracted. Like, my mind kept wandering around. It's a little long, but I also kind of like the spoof horror movies, and I don't mind seeing stuff kind of influenced by other movies, so it was middle of the road for me. I gave it a 5.
That's about right.